Are in, voters are getting their first serious look at what progressive Democrat Abdul El Sayed's broader agenda could mean should he win in November. El Sayed has made Medicare for All a centerpiece of his campaign, but his platform goes further, calling for taxing billionaire wealth, stronger union policies, major government involvement in housing and AI. Joining us now to discuss this and so much more is Mr. Tim Golding. He is the Michigan State Director for Americans for Prosperity, where he leads the organization's statewide grassroots efforts. Mr. Golding, it is good to have you on the show, sir. Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
So I'm hoping you could bring us up to speed. In this case, can you break down the proposals in what they could really mean for, let's say, workers, businesses, taxpayers, and Michigan's economy overall?
Yeah, the DSA platform, which Abdul is joined to, will tank our economy. He wants government-run stores. He wants rent control. He wants capitalism, but he wants it regulated. I don't know how you rationalize that. He wants Medicare for all. And when he first started running, he was talking about, his policies were going to allow American families and Michigan families to keep more of their hard-earned money. And then last week he came out talking about the fact that, oh, by the way, Medicare for all will make your taxes go up. There's nothing free. And quite frankly, their platform, they want government to get bigger, more expansive in your life, and for you to get smaller and for you to have less freedoms and opportunities. And Americans for Prosperity, we work every day to try to increase those freedoms and opportunities for families and businesses by knocking down the barriers that the government erects every day. So he's totally pointed in the wrong direction compared to someone like Mike Rogers, who's a conservative policy champion who has worked at the federal and the state level and has shrunk budgets and cut deficits and stuff like that. And that's just not the socialistic way.
Mr. Golding, you made mention of taxes, in this case, higher taxes and a larger federal role. Many would argue that the broader debate over using higher taxation in federal spending to address affordability, yet again, could be an issue. What say you?
Well, I think anytime the government raises taxes to, make something more affordable, they end up messing it up. If, for example, in Michigan, the Democrats had control of our state house and our state senate and the governor's mansion in 2023, and they passed some green energy mandates were to make us be carbon neutral in a few years. And once that happened, under the guise of affordability and green energy, our electrical rates, our energy rates are some of the highest in the Midwest right now with some of the least amount of reliability because all of these energy companies, the monopolies we have in Michigan, had to invest that money in infrastructure changes to provide, solar and wind, an apparatus and infrastructure for that. And like, for example, in Michigan, solar is only 10% efficient most of the time. We're not opposed to energy of abundance from all sources, but when the government mandates things like that, they always end up costing more. The taxpayer, the ratepayer is the ones who suffer. And you can look at Michigan as a perfect example of that.
We'll end with this, and that is how Al Sayed's proposals compare with market-oriented approaches to wages, job creation, and, of course, worker choice. What say you, sir?
Well, workers should have a choice to where they want to work. And another example in Michigan that we got rid of right to work. So now people are compelled to join unions. If a union's that great, people should be wanting to join it on their own. But again, with Syed's policies, by making government smaller and providing less freedoms and opportunities for Michigan families, that doesn't do anything to put more money in our pockets or give us more freedoms and opportunities. American families should be able to live their American dream the best way they see fit with as little government intrusion as possible. And I'd like for El Sayed to point to any socialistic or communistic country anywhere in the world that's been successful. When the Berlin Wall came down, I didn't see one single person running towards the side of communism. They all ran the other way. And socialism doesn't work and his platforms don't work, and we are going to defeat him. And Mike Rogers will be the next senator from Michigan come November.
Mr. Tim Golding, yet again the Michigan State Director for Americans for Prosperity, joining us right here on the Live Zone. I truly appreciate your time.
Thank you, sir.
We'll take a quick break, guys. We'll be right back.